And the other big game of the day was the Packers and the 49ers, the NFC showdown at the Big Bell Bottom in Santa Clara. And the 49ers took care of business. They dominated the Packers, the gold rush, the red and gold standard on defense. They made Aaron Rodgers look pedestrian. They held Aaron Rodgers, a guy who I've told you is the most talented quarterback of all time. They held him to 104 yards passing. That was the fewest yards he's thrown for with at least 30 pass attempts in a game in his career. The only quarterback this year with less passing yards on 30-plus pass attempts was Sam Darnold, and that was the see and ghost game against the Patriots. This 49ers defense is special. You got Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. You have playmakers at all levels, from the line to the linebackers to the secondary. And last night, the 49ers, they answered the bell again. The question is this a good defense, a great defense, or a Super Bowl winning defense? And to me, after last night, it's clear this is a Super Bowl winning defense. Look, the 49ers looked like they had 49 men on the field last night because there was nowhere for Aaron Rodgers to go. He had checkdowns, really nothing downfield. And last night, they held Aaron Rodgers, like I said, 104 yards on 22 for 33 passing. That's just 3.2 yards per attempt, the fewest in any of his career starts. So he'd only been held under 4 yards per attempt once in his career, and it was in 2015 against, wait for it, the Denver Broncos, who went on to go win the Super Bowl. So the last time you had a defense this dominant, they won the Super Bowl, so that's a great omen for the 49ers. This team is locked in. Yes, they've got a tough schedule coming up. You got the Saints. They have to go to Seattle. But if I had to pick between the 10-1 49ers versus the 10-1 New England Patriots after both games, I watched both games yesterday, every minute of each game, I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's them and Kyle Shanahan in the locker room after the game.
2.8 yards a play for them. We had 7.5. All right. We talk about, and one thing that was cool, you can see, regardless of the result, but, there was no hesitation on anyone. We talked about making everyone feel us. We know we're at a big time right now. All right. We answered that. We got another big test this week. All right. I did not plan on this at all. At all. But I had time to think about it a little bit. All right. I had time to think about it a little bit. Yeah, you guys got Victory Monday.
And then, of course, you got to talk about JImmy Garapolo. Jimmy Jesus yesterday, 14 of 20, 253 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then the game, look, the Packers, they had a little momentum. They scored a touchdown, 2-point conversion. What did JImmy Garapolo do? How did he answer the bell? Well, he hits George Kittle on a 61-yard touchdown. That iced it, made it impossible for the Packers to get back in the game. And JImmy Garapolo, all this man does is win football games. People don't think that he's a superstar. People think that, hey, maybe he's a game manager, that we haven't seen enough from JImmy Garapolo. Well, he just continues to show that he can execute Kyle Shanahan's offense. Here's JImmy Garapolo after the game.
I wouldn't say it's anything crazy. I just try to be myself. I think guys respect that. They're going to see through you if you try to be fake and stuff like that. So it's just we have a great group of guys, especially, it's just from top to bottom. I mean, it's a great group of guys to be with, and I wouldn't want to be with anyone else.
So it's time to start putting some respect on JImmy Garapolo's name. JImmy Garapolo needs to be mentioned with the elite quarterbacks in the NFL because what you do is you win. Winners win, and that's what JImmy Garapolo is doing yesterday. Like I said, that clutch 61-yard pass to George Kittle, and they have a stable of running backs. With Tevin Coleman, Breida, this team can run the football. This team can pass the football. He doesn't have an elite wide receiver, and he's making it happen for this 49er team. So I'm a big fan of JImmy Garapolo, and so is Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman, really the leader of this team, talked about him after the game.
It's incredibly important. He's the leader of the team. Quarterback is the leader of this team. JImmy Garapolo is our leader, and we will follow him into the darkest of dark. We'll follow him into a dark alley, and I guarantee you won't touch him. Because you got guys that he goes to battle and to fight for us every day, and we have an obligation to go to battle and to fight for him. And you hear some of the noise and things said about him, and it's frustrating because we see him every day. We see what kind of work ethic he puts in, the hours that he puts in preparing, the first one in, the last one out. The guy looks for no credit. All he does is encourage his teammates and put more work in. And then you have.
So I'm with Richard Sherman. Let's stop making excuses for why Jimmy Garoppolo is a good quarterback. He's a perfect quarterback for San Francisco. The Niners, they got a tough stretch, but I'm a big believer in San Francisco. Right now, I'd take them over the Patriots. Thanks for watching the Get More Sports YouTube channel. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me at DMac_LA. And for all the hottest sports content in the game, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes on all of today's topics right down below in the comment section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comment section. And for all the greatest in the world of sports, head over to GetMoreSports.com.